What's bonking, guys? Today I am doing another Ark video. So I know a lot of my Ark videos don't my Ark videos don't get a lot of views. They're my lowest, like my worst performing videos, but you know, consistency is key here. So if you're all trying, you know, just get something out. So this is the last 15 days of my 10th day in Scorched Earth. I do apologize. I'm really backlogged. Like I have a lot of clips. So I'm trying to get through all of these, but so I'm going to show you the last 15 minutes of that, and then I have some other clips. We'll see how much I end up actually getting through. I don't know. I just want to get something out. But I noticed that my videos that do the best are my JoJo videos, and then my one Initial D video is still my most liked video. So I'll probably focus on those more because I really enjoyed JoJo. That's my favorite series ever, and I do love Initial D a lot. And my One Piece video also did really well. So conveniently, those are my 3 favorite anime, so I'll probably focus on those a lot. But yeah. So now getting back to Ark, you'll see I was just looking through my engram points, trying to decide if I wanted to buy anything. And as you might recall from my last video, I know that was a little bit ago, I'm still in a thunderstorm. So thunderstorms at this point in the game don't affect me. From what I've heard, they can cut out your power, but I don't have like power yet, so that's not a problem. Yeah, I'm in a thunderstorm, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But also, again, in regards to my channel, I want to start being more funny, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm starting to get more comfortable, so I want to say more funny things. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube, but the YouTubers I do watch are usually comedy-based. So I want to try and work on that a little bit more. You know, even if it's out of pocket, even if it's kind of cringy and, you know, whatever, I want to try and get a little bit better about that. So, yeah, I guess, I figured I'd just put that out there. And I think I need to start making some new videos, because basically what I'm doing is just informational, which I think works. I think I'm really good at informing people of things. Like, you know, that's just something I'm good at. But I can only make so many of those. I mean, like, I wanted to make a Star Wars video, but it's kind of hard to talk about a series that like 90% of the population already knows about. So, yeah, you know, definitely I got some ideas I gotta kind of figure out. And unfortunately, I just don't have a lot of time. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just figured I'd get that out there. I am gonna try and put some thought and some work, some effort into some new ideas. So, yeah. You guys should hopefully be seeing, you know, some variety with my channel. So we'll see. But of course, you know, I'll always do Ark. I love Ark. You know, even if it doesn't perform well, that's fine. My friends enjoy it, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah. As you can tell, the thunderstorm is lifting, fortunately. So that's great. I think I stayed at home because at first I was paranoid that like maybe I'd get struck by lightning. As far as I know, that can't happen. But, you know, this is my first time on this map, so I didn't know what to expect, and I figured I'd rather just not take my chances. And here, minor thing, it's probably not too difficult for like, it's just probably easy to understand. But I'm cooking meat because I ran out. You know, that's gonna be your primary source of food in Ark, is just cooked meat. You can eat vegetables if you want, but it'll take you some time to get vegetables, and berries don't really fill your food that much, so definitely cooking meat is your best option. And the other thing you'll notice I'm doing is, you know, I was smelting metal, and I'm trying to make a lot of gunpowder. This is so that I can make bullets. I may have already explained this in a video before, but I'm trying to make bullets, which aren't nearly as important in PvE as in PvP, but, you know, they're still very useful. Yeah, and here you can see I'm making shotgun shells. So, you know, that's what is very useful. If you're in a pinch and you don't have a tame with you, or if you do have a tame but you're not riding the tame, it's always good to have a weapon, because that happens to me a lot, where I'll be like harvesting a rock or a tree or something, so I'm off my tame, and then, you know, a nearby raptor will start fucking with me. And if I'm lucky, I usually just run away, and I let my tame engage with it. But, you know, sometimes they aggro onto me, and usually I just swing at it with my hatchet. But if I can pull out a shotgun and, you know, blow a hole in it, that's always ideal. So, you know, definitely a good idea to keep guns, but you should primarily focus on using tames. They're, you know, tames don't take ammo. All you got to do is feed them, and even then, you don't have to feed them a lot. So here I'm just kind of flying around aimlessly. I'm not fully sure what I'm looking for. I don't remember. But I think I'm just kind of enjoying exploring with my Lymantria. Oh, that's right. I just remembered. I was looking for crystal. So I may have mentioned this in my first video. Well, I shouldn't say my first video, but my last video. But I had been told that crystal was found high up, because that's how it is on the island. You find you find it in mountains, and I could have sworn someone specifically said that these like pillars count, but maybe that was just me, you know, believing what I wanted. But I kept checking that because I thought that's where I would find them. But newsflash, it's not. I didn't find shit. So here I'm trying to whistle my creatures to attack target. I may have already went over this briefly in one of my earlier videos, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't get that command to work. Ever since my first boss fight, I just couldn't use it. I think I eventually got it to work recently when I was fighting a rock golem, but I didn't record that, so you guys won't see it. But normally I don't really like fighting creatures for no reason, but this Morellatops was in the way, and I just decided it'd be easier to kill it. Not necessarily the right decision, but not the wrong one either. As you can see, you end up folding it and its friend pretty easily. And its friend was level 90, so, you know, it really wasn't a problem. Okay, and so here you'll notice I'm looking at my Jerboa's like behavior, like its aggression level, and I think I mentioned this in a video before, but you cannot whistle your creatures onto passive flee, but if you use the radio, like the radial menu, you can. Okay, so now we're on to a different clip. This time I'm just wandering around Scorched Earth looking for crystal, I want to say. And I just recorded this one because I thought the scenery looked kind of nice, at least if I remember correctly. I don't think anything special happens here. This clip isn't too long, though. It's, what, it's 4 minutes. And then all the other clips after this are also pretty short. So we'll see if I end up having any other clips after that. Okay, so here I find obsidian, so I'm mining that. Again, I'm pretty sure I was up here looking for crystal, but I found obsidian, and I figured there's no harm in gathering at least some of it. And I'm dropping stone, because Lymantria are small, they don't carry a lot of weight, so I figured there's no sense in carrying around, you know, a resource that I can collect in abundance near my house. And there we go, I found some crystal, so here I am to harvest this, and this is so that I can make a water bottle and desert, like, goggles. Because I have the whole desert set except the headpiece, which is like goggles. So crystal basically works as glass in this game. It fills the same niche. So anything that uses a lens of some sort is going to take crystal. Okay, I think here I'm also trying to like unlock more of my map and fill that out. Okay, so now I'm on to another clip. This one, you'll see I'm going to pick up my Carnotaurus that I just finished taming. I thought I would have recorded after I knocked it out, but I guess I forgot to do that. So you can see I have that, and I have a raptor down there that I also finished taming. And yeah, so I'm picking them up so I can take them back to my base, which is now much easier with my Lambentria because I don't have to waste a bunch of time climbing up rocks. Instead, I can just fly. Okay, so I guess I actually already have my other Carnos in this clip. So I think I just forgot to record, but there you can see I tamed 2 other Carnos, so I have 3 now. And I want to say I tamed some more Raptors, so I apologize for missing it, like for missing the recordings of it. But I guess, you know, it's nothing too crazy anyway. It's, you know, it's just a standard tame. So I think I've explained this before, but I'm just leveling up my dinos right now. Oh, and then here you can see I crafted the spyglass. Oh, that's the other thing I needed crystal for. So I have my spyglass and my water bottle now, which is what I needed crystal for. Those, and then you might also see that I should have probably made my goggles as well. So now I can actually see shit from far away. And this is very useful for taming because you can tell because you can tell some information about a creature from far away. So instead of having to get off your tame and go walk up to a creature and risk death if it's carnivorous and, you know, aggressive, instead you can just pull out your spyglass, look at it, and then, you know, continue on your way if it doesn't meet your needs. Okay, so now this clip, you'll see I tamed a Thylacoleo. So this is one of my favorite creatures in the game. I always kept one with me on the island. Unfortunately, it's not very high. You can see it's level 80. I think right now he's in like the 110s or something. He's not a very high level, so I'm definitely, like, even currently still looking for a better Thylacoleo. But this was huge because, you know, as I said, yeah, he is a very good tame. These guys can climb up walls, like rock walls vertically, so that's really cool because like they just like cling to it and they can like jump up it. They have a bleed attack, so whenever they attack, it deals the Nashed status effect, which causes them to lose damage. Like, I think it's like 1% of their health every turn. And that damage, like, also, it negates, like, armor. So, like, rock golems have armor because they're made of rock. Or rock elementals is what the game calls them. So, even a, like, stupidly strong T-Rex can only do so much damage. But the Thyla's bleed will still affect it just as much as it would any other creature. So that's really cool. And they're just generally pretty good tames. You can also do a pounce attack. It's really hard though, at least, or maybe if it isn't hard, I just don't know how to do it. You know, maybe I'm just bad at it. But if you're like on a perch, like if you're like if you're clinging to a wall, you can look down and you can pounce on a below, like wild creature, or I would assume enemy creatures would work too. But I'm not playing in PvP, so there are no enemy creatures for me. Like here you can see I'm eyeing these raptors, and it's telling me what level they are, as well as their gender. So that's the other thing too, is just because the Rex is, you know, level 150, that doesn't do you any good. If you already have a male Rex at level 150, then what's the point of getting another one? So, you know, I mean, that happened to me, actually. I believe my Rex is a male, and I got him at, like, he was, like, level 135 or something, and I saw, like, it was, like, level 150 or so, it was really high, but it was also a male, so I knew to just leave it alone, because, I mean, I could have tamed it, but it wasn't worth it. It was a pain trying to tame the last one, and this one was an even higher level, and you can't mate 2 boys, so... You know, and when it comes to breeding, it's best to have 2 girls or several girls, because girls have they have a cooldown, boys don't. So you really only need 1 boy while mating. So yeah. Anyway, I switched to another clip, and now you will hear my Jerboa is acting up, and this is one of those other calls. I can't remember which one it is, but that means another storm is coming, and I think that. I'm not fully sure what the point of this recording is, but maybe it's because of my Jerboa, maybe it's I'm gonna show you guys I'm crafting, I don't know. It looks like it's a sandstorm, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't show the sandstorm thing. Oh wait, no, I think that's what that green box is. So I believe this is a sandstorm right now. Because it's getting hazy. So yep, it's a sandstorm. So these aren't great. You want to try to avoid these, because it drains your stamina. It's pretty bullshit. Like, I'm like, literally, I'm flying on my RG. I'm not walking, I'm not doing anything, but it's still draining my stamina just because I'm out in it. So that's not very fun, and it makes you move so fucking slow. You move slow as shit. So, definitely carry your bow with you, and when you like when it starts like freaking out and telling you that a sandstorm is coming, just go home. Always have a guide easily accessible. Pause the game if you want to give yourself some time. Look at the guide. If it's not a sandstorm, keep doing what you're doing. If it is a sandstorm, get home or set down a tent if you're too far. I would say get as close to home as you can. Or, if you're like out gathering metal, then like there's no sense in going back if you still have a lot of space. Well, if you can go back, yes, because then you could do other unproductive things at your base. But if you can't make it in time, then I would say just drop a tent and just stay in the tent. Tents increase your insulation. Insulation for hypothermic and hyperthermic. So it's just all around beneficial. That's just what I'd recommend doing, because it also gets rid of like sun exposure and everything. All right, guys, so that's the end of what I'm going to show today. This raw footage is already 36 minutes, so that was some Ark gameplay. But either way, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and until next time.